There we go. Now that I unmuted myself. And welcome everybody to the Phantom Racing League here on Saturday. If you've been following along all season, you know what time it is. It is the championship round. And you did hear right there, we are doing a championship round, a 3-race round, just like the rest of the playoffs. And today we will be coming to you at Daytona, race number 1 for the title. Everything these drivers have worked on, their culmination of their season, all comes down to this series here. 3 different style tracks, drafting track, a road course, and an intermediate to decide who wins the title here and one of the most prestigious series here on NASCAR Heat 5. And we are just wrapping up qualifying now. We'll do a quick little points rundown before we get started here. Shack Attack enters as your championship leader. Actually, let's go through who is a part of this championship for. Shack Attack made it in. Rick Slick makes it. Edtho narrowly squeaks his way into the championship 4, and Condi made it in after last week's race. This is a stacked championship 4. And we'll go over where everybody is in this championship 4 bout. Shack Attack leads with 3,023 points. Rick Slick down by 1 and also tied with Condi at 30-22. And Edtho riding shotgun down by 2 to Shack Attack at 30-21. And so we have a hell of a series here. And what better place to start than at Daytona? It's going to be raced so much differently than they would have been if this was just during the regular season. Because there's one word that we are going to throw in here that's going to change it up, and that word is desperate. You have 4 drivers out of the 9 that we have in the field tonight that are going to be desperate to get their stage points, desperate to get to the front. And if there's one track you don't want to hear that word used, it's Daytona and Talladega. And we have Daytona on tap here tonight. So this is going to be quite the show here. And it's just going to be me tonight. No Timmy. Timmy is over in Las Vegas enjoying a NASCAR weekend over there. So we're just going to ride it solo here for a bit. Parley, who is not in the field tonight because he's got his own things going on. He will be joining me up here in the booth as kind of like as another guest performance. And we will see how well that goes. But right now, qualifying just wrapping up, and it shows that Binu Stu in the 42 is going to capture the pole. And starting alongside him, the 15 car, last week's winner, the 15 of Hollywood. Third place will be Shack Attack in the 19, the first of the championship 4 drivers. Invites are sending out. We're still waiting on Rick Slick to make it 10. And starting 4th is Track Bars in the 12. 5th is TCR Condi in the 43 car. Excuse me, 6th, K2005 in the 3. And 7th is Keith. Etho starts 8th, and Spency Caddy starts 9th, as he is one of the newcomers to this league. Want to welcome him. He will be driving the 48 car tonight. And so we'll be seeing this delicate, very delicate balance that we tend to see here late in the season, in these seasons, when you got a mixture of the regulars, the championship contenders, and the new guys. And we will see how we walk that tightrope here at one of the most difficult tracks. Oh, okay. Spency was just in there, which I love saying that because it's like my first name. But I was misunderstanding how to pronounce his name, so it's Spency Cat, not Caddy. It's YT at the end. But it looks like we might be getting ready to go here, as we are just waiting for the 99 of Rixlick. That would put him in a deep hole if he was unable to make it. And it would honestly probably knock him out unless he was able to win one of the other two. So we will see how that goes. Is right now all we're doing is just waiting for waiting for that 99. So while we wait for that 99, we're gonna look. Oh, wow, first try. Ooh. Now we are doing the Utta Hutta scrolling over here on the Spency channel. Love to see that. For those of you, and just that way, but Utta Hutta is just another fun way to say ADHD. Doing the TISM scrolling. But hey, it's fine. We do what we can here. We're giving that 99 every last minute before we call it and have to start this race. We want to get all the Championship 4 drivers in so that way we can have a more fair fight and not have anybody be put on the back burner early. He says he's just trying to keep his fingers ready. Man, if this takes any longer, Parley might just be able to hop in in just enough time before this race starts. Oh my gosh, here he is, the 99. Now we'll bring up the rear in the 10th position. He is here. We got 10 drivers at Championship 4. We'll fight it out for the title here. Oh boy. This is going to be incredible. We got 5 people watching. I want to say hello. I know some of these guys. I know some of the 5 are people that are in the race right now. But for those of you who aren't in the race right now, definitely want to say big hello to you. Welcome to what is going to be an action-packed race here at Daytona. And Spency's made 2 starts under a different account this season. Do I remember the account's name? No, that is my bad. However, my memory pretty cruddy. But if you want another rundown of where these drivers are and as it pertains to their starting position, you can see it right here real quick. Get the drivers' names, numbers, their starting positions, all good. Oh, it was Hoffman crew. That's right. But he said his account got reported and then banned. Is now we're underway here. Took a little bit too long with the visual as the green flag has dropped at Daytona. The 42 of Binu gonna lead him into turn 1. And look at the 3 that have broken out. It is Binu and this probably isn't even that controversial. The top 2 championship favorites are running away with them. But look at the 55 of Keith. He started damn near the back and now has worked his way up into the 4th position with the 77 of Etho in tow. Track bars in the 12. And there you see in the 99 Rick Slick. But the 55 Keith would rather be the pusher in this scenario. This is that kind of awareness you need to have on these restrictor plate tracks on who is the better pusher and who is the better leader of these certain groups that we're going to be seeing here throughout this race. As the 42, he started on pole, so he has already shown he's got a very fast car. So you want the fast guys in the front, and you want the guys who might not be able to keep up with them as those guys trailing in the back, supplying the run and the draft for that lead car. As Binu is currently still on the race lead. The 19 of Shack Attack in second, but the 43 of Condi already in a hole as he will now drop and get caught by this pack that trails behind him. Caught the apron and lost that lead draft, I presume is what happened there. That apron that you see, that double yellow line in the corners will bite you and bite you hard if you come in contact with it, because it is, what is it, like 33 degrees of banking compared to the flat bottom underneath that apron. So once your wheels kind of touch that, it'll shoot that car from that apron all the way up to that white line if you're not careful. If you hit it hard enough. As now you're starting to see that 77 will ride on his nose. You can just start seeing that 19 is closing in on, or the 77 is closing in on that 19. As it is 5 cars to 2 for those that are out in front. You got to assume that with the 77 in the lead, we'll see how patient he feels like being. The 19 comes up to block the run he knows is coming from that 77, and it matters not as the 43 is continuing to fall. The 15 has fallen off of the lead draft. 43 might be playing the safe strategy here and trying to fall back just enough off the lead draft to stay with these guys, but far enough off that he's not caught in any kind of calamity that they may start, because we did talk about today's word, and that word is desperate. Desperate can also lead to problems. Is now the 43 completely off that lead pack, as that pack of 6 now continues to leave him in the dust. The 77, though, Avetto trying to make a move on the outside. No help with him, and he'll drop to the back. And there you see, started in last, now up to third. That 99 of Rick Slick. If he was going to win a race, this is the race that I can see him winning. He's shown top 5 speed at the other tracks, but I think this is that kind of wild card to where Rick Slick, who's one of the sleepers in this championship 4, that's no disrespect to him. He earned his spot here. But this is where he can kind of sneak around and potentially steal the win if he plays his cards right. So we will definitely follow with that. As right now you have the championship, 3 of the championship 4 running 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. With the 43 playing the safe strategy in stage 1, as I totally missed the mandatory pits for today's race. So we will follow along with that as it goes along. I do believe it is just 1 for this first stage, as I saw 8 laps on 8 laps of fuel remaining, as we have 17 to go here in stage number 1. There's a lot of drivers playing that play it safe strategy. As really right now it is just play it safe. We had our fun. We've gotten spread out. We had a coming together and had a little bit of a fight moment, and now we're just gonna run it to that first green flag pit stop and then fight it out for the end of the stage. This is typically how you see these restrictor plate tracks play out. Oh, there you see it. You just saw it there. The 77 caught that apron, and you saw him shoot right to the midline, touched that 3rd lane. It's just what happens. I watched him in qualifying. He had a little moment like that during qualifying. There you see him trying to work with the 55 and the 12, trying to plan a run at the top 3, but it just did not pan out. They had the run going. Run was forming, but it just did not accumulate to anything, as the 77 of that, though, will stay in the 4th spot. The 55 of Keith will fall back there in 5th. Do a rundown through the field to see where everybody's at. Is actually the 15 of Hollywood. Gonna be the first one down pit road here. It's kind of a short pit strategy. There you see the leaders go by. So we'll keep an eye on that 15. Right now, Condi. Look at how far back he's fallen here in the 7th position. All on his lonesome. Back here in 8th, you got the 3 of K2005. The new hit, the Hoffman crew now. Spency in the 48 runs in the 9th spot. And the 15 of Hollywood, who was at the tail end of the field already, deciding to short pit to try and close that gap, is back here in the 10th spot, 1 lap down. Now, we still see these top 6 drivers just continuing to try and make it to That first pit stop of stage 1. Nobody's going to try anything, especially not the championship 4, as the 55 gets way squirrely through turn 2. 77 going to try and jump out of line, see if he can form a run to try and get by the 99, who is starting to lose. Starting to lose that draft of the 19 of Shack Attack, the car that we are currently following along with. Or could be trying to prep up a move potentially to set himself up better, as the 43 of Condi now off of pit road, doing the same thing the 15 did. He's going to short pit, but all by himself. Now you see the top 6 right in the double yellow. 55 you see get loose, a mixture of guys on controller and guys on the wheel. As now they're just doing qualifying laps. The 42 protecting the bottom. If you want to pass me on the high side, please feel free and go ahead. Otherwise, I'm going to be running the practice. I'm going to be running qualifying all day long. If you're really curious, Spency came down pit road already. The 3 of K2 is actually coming down this time, as we will get to the 42 of Binu Stu. Binu, another guy in this league who's shown top 5 speed. He's had a couple of shots at a win. Could today be another one of those days? He started on pole and has not lost the lead, not once today, as him and Shack Attack have been glued together since the drop of the green. So we will see just when. It's going to be hard to know when they're pitting too, because usually you want to go right to the bottom. I don't know how much lower you can get. And here you go. You see them duck below the double yellow line. Everybody in the top 6 coming down this time. Now it's down to the pit crews. How will they exit compared to how they entered? On these tracks, having your partner be with you is the most important thing. Once you lose that partner, there you see the 43 running around getting his lap back. Condi now back on the lead lap as the leaders came down. There you see the 15 and the 48. And here come the leaders. As it looks like the 19 of Shack Attack will get the lead. Rick Slick dropping a couple of positions. Binu trying to get underneath the 77 of Ed, though. He'll jump through back to, or up to second now. Did a little switcheroo up at the front. Shack Attack now leading here at Daytona. I'm trying to get a... Oh, that is the 3 of K2. That is ahead of these drivers after he just got his lap back. We are 16 of 24 laps completed. Actually, it's 17 laps completed as the 48 is just by the skin of his shaft on the lead lap. running in the 9th spot, one of the drivers whose stream I am watching. And now here you see a battle for the lead. The 42 of B New Stu. The 77 of Etho going with him on the high side. He's going to get a little bit of draft from that 3 car of K2005. And that will help propel him to the lead. Now with this lap car in the way, how will these drivers advance around it? They're going to back off and go right to the bottom. Playing it safe as they run around. Six laps to go as they cross the line on the stream, now that I actually have an official lap count. And there you see that 48 of Spency Cat. He jumps up to the high side, tries to keep that car as high as he can, as to not impede the run of the leaders, as this group has lost a member. It was the 12 of Track Bars. Track Bars, who was a part of that group of 6, he must have sped on pit road because there is nobody with him. 43 of Condi. You see about half a lap ahead still of your championship 4. So we have 5 laps to go here in stage 1. Now we will jump back up to your race leader. Once again, the 42 of B New Stu as we enter the closing laps. 4 to go here at Daytona. Once we hit that white flag lap, you will see these guys really start racing here, because those stage points matter, and you have 3 of the 4 drivers, 3 of the 4 championship 4 drivers in the top 5. I was trying to figure out how to word that real quick. And the margin between 1st and 4th is 2 points. So 2nd and 4th, 2 points right there. Oh, as you see the 42 jump up. The 19 was going to try and stay ahead of him with the 15 of Hollywood. That did not pan out, as now you have the 3 drivers on the high side. Slick Dick Rick trying to lead a charge on the outside. That will not work. And now the 15 car of Hollywood is sandwiched in between these top 5 drivers. But the championship 4 still 2nd, 3rd, and 4th nose to tail with each other here as we are in the closing laps of stage 1. This should be about 2 laps to go. And there you see the 43 of Condi. Not the start of the championship round of 4. As I just want to actually double check. Did we come to 2 laps to go? We did. My paying attention skills are paying off wonderfully. But I do not see a world where that 43 does not get put a lap down. The only good news is that, well, actually, no, it isn't good news, because the 15 car just went by the 43, and that puts Condi, the second car, one lap down. As Hollywood, who is also a lap down, is sitting nose to tail with the leader. So Condi would have to get by the 15 in order to get his lap back at this stage break. And if there, oh, but there goes the 19. He's shoving the 15 out of line. Oh, and that was the end of the stage. The 42. And there went my paying attention skills. Binu Stu, your stage 1 winner. The 19 of Shackett coming through in second. The 99 of Rick Slick, fourth. Fifth will be the 77 of, or fourth will be, sorry, Slick Dick Rick came third. Fourth will be Ed Tho in the 77. Keith in the 55 will round out your top 5. And now we will see how you got to assume Condi's not going to pit here so he can get the wave around to get his lap back. As it looked like everybody up at the front took no tires and just gas. No, Condi is pitting this time. TCR Condi came in as one of the championship favorites given the performance that he has been putting on. I mean, the past, 10 weeks? Since he got his first win, he has been on a tear. But look who's at the lead right now. The 99 of Slick Dick Rick brings him to green. And now we'll try to lead as they go into turn 1. Still has that 42 to his outside. We watch the fun cam, as I like to call it, as it looks back behind the leader at the Calamity and 2 wide. That is 2 and Sue. And the 19 of Shack Attack playing a flawless race right now. Has gone to lead a lap or two, but is mostly run around in second behind whoever the leader is. And that will set him up beautifully if he can keep his car there. As lap 1 in the books. I just want to go back to the start here and just see exactly where everybody is as it pertains to when they came out on pit road. As everybody goes single file. Yes, Hollywood did get the free pass. And Condi stays a lap down. He will have to be sure to be on the first car 1 lap down if we don't see a caution here. Which at Daytona, I don't think there's a way that you don't get a caution, but these guys are really trying their best to make sure that we don't see that as we have 20 laps to go. Now as we come out of turn 2 and down the backstretch, back to the qualifying laps. His track bar is in the 12. You see off here in the back, he is 1 lap down. No, I think he is still on the lead lap. However, he has lost that lead draft. But check out this 99 of Rick Slick. So far, doing everything he's needed to do. Kept his nose clean. Made moves when they were able to be made. And now be good on pit road. And now that sees him as your race leader here at Daytona. as this should be the stage that our league manager, we will say, because I don't know what he would like to call himself, Parley, I expect will be here to come and join us up in the booth. As the last time Parley was up here, he was gleaming afterwards. He had a great time up here with us, with me and Timmy, when he was up here for a race. So we'll be, or I will be, because there's no we up here right now. It's just me, and I will be pretty pumped to have Parley back up here again, because he gave a lot of good insight as to how to get around certain tracks, and to hear his insight about this track will be pretty cool too. Because right now I wish we could have a camera. Oh, there you see the 19 catching the apron. And there you see the field go by. And now look at this. The 42 wasting no time. Caught the 99. And now he will try and take the lead. As here comes the now on the lead lap 15 of Hollywood. Side by side though for the race lead. 99 of Rick Slick on the preferred line. The fastest line. The bottom line. But the 42 side drafting like hell on the top. As the 3 of K2005 is behind him. And you got the 15 and 43 behind the 99. But it looks like everybody else went with the 42. Oh, as the 77 of Etho drops to the bottom with Binu Stu. And the top lane effectively ends there. As the 19 shot to the bottom. You saw him just chop the nose off of that 55 of Keith to just get that 19 to the bottom. Otherwise, he would have to risk losing this lead draft. And we've said it before, you will sink like a stone. As I just noticed, as we've had a change up in second, as Edtho, who's running his best position of the 9, now up to second. The 99 of Rick Slick dropped to third through that whole ordeal. The 15 of Hollywood settles for the 4th spot. That was quite the battle for the lead that we had here up at the front. And 14 laps to go. 8 laps of fuel in the tank for these drivers here. And we'll see how they decide to go about it. We saw that short pitting was not the way to do it. We see drivers now hitting the yellow line. And some that have not, as it looks like the 19 went high when everybody was signaling that they were coming down, or at least it looked like that's what they were doing. Like I said, this is going to make life for me tricky because they're already running the yellow line. But we will keep that going. 13 laps to go here in stage number 2. So I assume with about 7 to go is when we will see drivers come down pit road and make their one and only pit stop of stage number 2 and set us up for the finish here. As we'll just point out that this 43 TCR Condi, everybody in this lead group is on the lead lap. except for this 43 Acondi. But he is playing his cards as good as he can right now, as he is the first car 1 lap down. Which means at the end of this stage, if he can keep his position where it is, he will get the lucky dog and get his lap back as we start the third and final stage. As right now, everybody's pretty much guaranteed stage points as they're given out to the top 10, and we only have 10 drivers. So maybe try to gamble the 43 that he is trying to work his way back from. We don't know yet. But we will see how he gets by and fights to get that lap back. So in stage 3, he can actually be in this same position, only fighting for the win and not fighting for a point or two. Right now, right now, 42 B News Stu continuing to lead these drivers along. As right now we have 10 laps to go here, and yo. Yes. Good. I was gonna say I'm currently in the middle of an announcing gig right now. Huh? I was gonna say. Well, thank you. Thanks, brother. Hey, why don't I jump in a party with you once this is over? Yes, sir. Yeah. You too, brother. And now we are just about to hit this section of green flag stops here, as we should be seeing drivers starting to signal that they're pitting. There you see a couple of drivers hitting that double yellow line, but like I said, I don't know if that means that they're pitting because they're already running the double yellow line. So we will have to wait and see. We'll ride on board here with the 19, as it looks like some of these drivers might be letting off. No, that is not the case, as now they only have 1 lap. They stretched it all the way until their cars are going to run out. 7 to go. The lights are on. And it really sucks here for this 42 of B News 2. Now you see all the drivers signaling. Keith wanted to make sure everybody knew he was pitting. He dropped all the way to the inside wall, damn near. As all the pit signaling allowed this 42 and 77 to break away. As Hollywood gonna jump to the outside and try and quick trip it. Oh, we're gonna listen along. No, we have a pitting penalty. It is the 77 of Edtho. He will be held on pit road for 21 seconds as the rest of the field did a gas and go. But look at the 15 of Hollywood. He's out in the lead by a tremendous amount. The first car off pit road, and unfortunately the last one here is the 77. He should be able to stay on the lead lap. So we will see how that all falls through. And we will see how he fights back in stage 3. But no time for that right now as the 15 crosses the line. I forgot I have to wait for Edtho to cross the line in his stream that I am currently watching, so that way I can give you what lap it's going to be to go. 5 to go. Now 4.5 laps to go as the 42 and the 43 continue to close in on this 15. And now they have caught him, but how will the 42 go about getting around him? There he goes, shooting to the outside. And now the 43 going to do the same thing. The 15 of Hollywood going to drop back to second as they cross the line for 4 laps to go. And it looks like the 15 able to catch enough of that B-New Stew draft to keep the 43 behind him. Condi trying to do his best to be that first car 1 lap down. He is in line to do that. 3 to go here in stage number 2. As if it keeps going like this, I don't think Parley's going to even have enough time to jump in here. I mean, he would have much rather have been on track. However, but nope, this 42 has just been the head of the class today, as he has found himself back in the lead position. As we got 2 laps to go. And here is the 19 of Shack Attack running in the 3rd spot, as he damn near cut the nose off of that 55 of Keith yet again. And you got this 99 of Slick Dick Rick running in 4th. The 55 of Keith will round out your top 5 as the 43 car, we remember, is not on the lead lap. So there are 3 cars up at the front, but only 2 of them are for position. And look at the lap traffic. These guys are coming on. Luckily, this is the white flag lap, but it does appear that they will catch them right about the end of this lap. So we will be keeping a sharp eye on these leaders as they hit them, as this could change the whole front 3. As the 48 drops down to the bottom, these guys are going to make the leaders jump to the high side. Oh, and now back to the bottom, making them bob and weave like they are on a kind of driver's ed course, but this will do it for stage number 2. B New Stew wins it again. And the 15 of Hollywood comes through in the second position. Oh, wow. The 99 of Slick Dick Rick comes through in what I can assume is third. The 55 of Keith fourth. And the 19 finishing fifth. And Etho on his stream just crossed the line to finish sixth. It was actually flopped. Rick Slick did get third. It was Shack Attack that got fourth, and Keith rounds out your top five. Again, he got fifth in both of the first two stages, but now this is to set it up for all the marbles. Who will win the first race in the championship round of 4? Probably be better if it was championship final 4. We'll start calling it that from now on. That had a little bit more of a ring to it. As now all of the championship 4 are on the lead lap. As Condi got his lap back under that last yellow, but B-New Stew with a hell of a jump. Topside not formed at all, and the 15 of Hollywood left on his own. Now we will have to wait and see how the 43 of Condi is able to maneuver his way through this field. But if this goes single file like this, I can only assume it's going to be a losing battle as he jumps up to the high side, wasting no time trying to make something happen. Why not? Oh, no. Shack's out. Shack Attack lags out. Condi lags out. Oh, no. The 2 championship favorites gone. Oh, my. This is going to shake it up if we're able to finish this. That is crazy. The 99 has the chance to have the upset of the year. He runs second. He's got to get by this guy, though. 42 of B-New Stew. Oh, my Lanta. I was thinking, because I've had a couple of instances in this game to where it looks like somebody lagged out, but it was just a visual lag. Like the car was on pit road like this and everything. But once I looked at the stream, they were still racing. So I was making sure that that was the case, and it was. And I got verbal confirmation that both the 43 and the 19 lagged out. After the 43 spent so long trying to fix the mistake of going a lap down. And he did just that. Only to get the lead back, make a move to the outside, and now is done. The 19 had a great race going, was running top 5 second actually for most of this damn thing. And unfortunately does not get to see the checkered either. So it is up to the 77 and the 99, both running second and third as they run currently. 2 pit stops mandatory for this final stage. I did remember that. This is going to be absolutely crazy no matter what happens. Sonoma just got way more interesting, folks. Ha ha ha! Ooh, I think I muted my mic for that one. Anyway, but right now, all of these drivers still running those qualifying laps. As now we're starting to see this group of 6 really split up. The 15 at Hollywood, last week's winner, starting to lose track of the top 3, but now here he comes with a huge head of steam. He's all the way up to second. What a run by this 15. He was shot out of a cannon and to the lead. Wow. Man, you don't see runs like those all the time. And what a run. I can't believe the kind of shot that 15 got. That was insane. Absolute calamity as the 15 hopped in a cannon only to get shot out of it to the race lead. All the way from a car length back in 4th to a half a car length ahead in 1st. That's crazy. As we've seen this Hollywood RRS run in the 21 Wood Brothers Ford as well. And I really don't think it matters what car this guy gets in, because he just puts everything he gets into the front. I mean, he won a race last week. Now as we run single file here, we will continue to be patient, wait for these green flag pit stops. 21 laps to go here as there is the 12 of track bars. We did see that 12 car lose that lead draft at the start of stage 3, and now you're starting to see that it took probably about 10 laps, 10, 12 laps, and now here he goes, getting put a lap down by the 15 of Hollywood. And the other 3 drivers who are in that pack completely lost this top 4. Right now, it looks like with 20 to go, these might be the drivers you're going to see fighting for the race win here today. As really nobody else can be close. As now the lead swapped over again. Hollywood jumps to the high side and lets the 42 of B New Stu back to the front. And the 42 to the lead again as we come to, I believe, 19 laps to go as they cross the line. 7 laps of fuel left. It is 19 to go. Good, I'm still paying attention. Let's go. Still see these guys snaking along. That bottom side, nobody pitting yet. Way too early. 5 more laps and we'll see him pit. Remember, 2 mandatory pit stops here in stage number 3 to decide the winner. You have to assume these guys are going to try to stay together and come down pit road together, because really there's nobody else that'll be able to help them. But man, I'm telling you, this 99 of Rickslick has really been coming on the past couple weeks. And right now, running in that second spot. Didn't have the start of the season that he wanted to have. Ooh, you see him get a little squirrely there out of 4. Edtho to his inside. Gonna bump him out of line. Makes him pay for his mistake. Just as soon as I started talking nice about him. Man, you can't talk nice about anybody. Or at least not in my position. As the 42 gonna try and lessen the draft that the 77 has. And the run, as he played it perfectly, Edtho tried to make something happen. He jumps up to the outside, can't get back to the bottom. The 15 of Hollywood gonna try the cannon again. And the 15 unable to make that run work, stays in the 3rd spot. Edtho will drop to the tail end of this train. Stays in that draft though, so he should be good to get back with these guys, which is perfect for him as he's trying to stay with them when they come down pit road. I missed it to go. 15 laps to go. I was going to say 17, but I knew that was incorrect, so I double checked. Right now, 3 laps before these guys will come down pit road, take their second to last service. We might see them get tires here, as it will be a 2 pit stop stage. As I do not know if they will be able to make it to the end on the tires that they have, or if they would even want to make it to the end on the tires that they have. They'd probably be pretty well worn. So usually I think what you'd see is this stop is when they come down and take tires. Next stop is when they go fuel only to the finish to decide the winner. But right now we got to get this first stop out of the way and see how this kind of jumbles up the top 4. Here they come, all below the double yellow. Edtho probably going to be a lot less aggressive. The 15 gets bumped. Oh, I am waiting to see 2 potential penalties for the 77 and 15 of Hollywood. Got bumped into pit road. And now they will face the penalty. The 42 is out. The 77 is out. The 15 still on pit road. And I think that will do it for the 15. He has not come out of pit road. And so now it is the 77, the 42, and excuse me, the 99. Those are the drivers after the 15 got bumped into pit road, got the speeding penalty, and effectively ended his day. They were saying that they were unsure how the incident happened, but I think we could clearly see from our side that there was definite contact made between the 15 and the 12. No, not the 12. Can't remember who the hell came down with him. Yeah, the 15 and the 12 that caused that. But now the 42 of Binu has an incredible lead over the rest of the... Ooh, hold up now. Binu is not your race leader. It is the 99 of Rixlick, and this actually works out wonderfully for the 99, as really nobody else came down, or everybody's all spread out. Nobody has drafting help right now. As now as the 99 goes down, this should give the lead back to the 42 of Binu Stu, and it does. Now 3 drivers out of today's event. So the field is down to 7 with 1 pit stop remaining and the field completely spread out. As this number 77 event, though, even with this speeding penalty, runs in the second spot. That car you see up ahead of him that's crossing the line right now, that is the 42 of Binu Stu. And Eto is just praying and wishing that this 99 was closer. He does have the 48 of Spency Cat, a car and driver we have not talked about a whole lot today. Now has the chance to sit and help one of these Championship 4 drivers by being the only pusher close to him on track. We've seen how much a little bit of help from your friends can do when it comes to trying to run somebody down. We saw the group of 5 take on the group of 2, and the group of 2 not be able to do a damn thing with it. As Parley is finally here as soon as things got crazy.
Hello. I didn't think it was going to be so late. I was a longer drive than I thought.
Yeah, I know. You got here as soon as the Championship 4 went up in flames.
Oh, what happened?
Shack Attack and Condi both lagged out.
Oh my god. Of course.
And then we had contact between the 12 and the 15 as they came on pit road. The 15 got the speeding penalty. And Hollywood put it in the garage after that.
Okay, alright, so
right now it's the 42 of Binu Stu up in the race lead. The 77 of Edtho running in the second spot. Rick Slick in third with the only help on track in the 48.
Trying to get into the race. See an invite.
them.
Can still join somehow. Either way.
Say, if you join their party, you can probably jump in through one of them. Because I was gonna say, I completely forgot to invite you. Even then, it's still what you still wouldn't even be able to use it. It would have been too late.
Yeah.
But that's my cheap trick. Is usually when I jump into the other party, I just jump in through one of them. It's like a little backdoor way in.
So if I go into that party, I'm able just to join like the actual race?
Yeah, next to one of their names. If you see like the two arrows crossing each other, it means you can join their game.
Okay.
Like it's up on the right.
Okay, 1 second.
So Parley now jumping out to go see if he can bootleg his way into this race. As apparently someone locked me in the booth and I don't have the key, so he's going to go try and figure that out. As now, if I'm not mistaken, who is that car? That is not the 77 event, though. It's not the 12 of track bars. It is the 3 of K2005 that is ahead of that 99 of Rixlick, who runs in the 3rd spot. Is now we're going to see just how this field is shuffled. The 77 losing time to that 42 car. As the 77 event, though, appears to have taken tires on that last stop. 4 laps to go. So this is actually, for the race, I thought for sure there was... No, I thought for sure there was more laps to go than that. But no, 4 to go as they cross the line. 9.5 second lead the 42 has over the 77 event, though. That means Parley really didn't get to sit through any of this race in the booth. Is now there's Parley.
Alright, I had no luck doing that, but I'm just gonna join here. Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna
say
watch
you jumped
the
in with 3 to go.
Perfect.
And it looks like there might be a chance that the 99 of Rixlick, who runs in 3rd, now that he has 2 cars with him, might be able to run down that 77 event, though, in 2nd. As now the final green there. Okay, cool. I was correct. It is 2 green flag pit stops. Here comes the 2nd one underway. B-New Stu is down pit road. The 77 does not go. And I do not assume we will see the 99, as these cars all have help. So they will not lose any time. They will only gain time if they stay out 1 more lap.
I take it the 42 is in the lead?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and if he's all alone, oh man, I wonder, I don't know how that happened, but yeah, if he's all alone and you're the guys behind, if he can stay in the draft to even get another 2nd faster lap, then I mean, I'm taking that all day. I don't know how far ahead he is, but
he was only ahead by like 9 seconds.
Holy, 9 seconds ahead?
Sorry, yeah, it was a good click.
Holy smokes.
That's right.
That guy's he's got a fast car.
Enzo's staying out even longer, as I think he just took the white flag. Oh my God, Enzo is leading with 1 to go. This is for the win. So I was wrong. The 42 did not fill up enough to get him to the end. He had to come down to make it to the end.
Oh, he had to come down for a 3rd time?
No. I think they only did 1 pit stop. I did not see them do 2 stops. But the 77 event, though, now comes through turn 3, now out of turn 4. He is not going to duck for... No, he is ducking for pit road. What is going on right now? Is he going to try and cross the line? Is this going to... I have no idea what's going on right now. The 99. No, this is one to go.
Okay, so...
No, that was the race. I think Rick Slick just won? Yeah, that was the race. Rick Slick. That was so damn confusing. Rick Slick crossed... Yeah, Edtho crossed the line under pit road. Rick Slick, your winner at a very confusing Daytona. Edtho tried to get it on pit road. He comes home in second. Binu Stu third. Track Bars finishes on the lead lap in fourth. Keith also on the lead lap will round out the top 5. Spency Cat in the 48 in sixth. K2, excuse me, will finish in 7th. Hollywood, Condi, and wow, Shack Attack. I don't know why I couldn't remember that name. Round out 8th, 9th, and 10th. That was so confusing. I'm like, I'm on the right stream. Like I'm live. Like what? Oh, apparently a lot of drivers were running out of fuel. Spency Cat in the 48, I just heard, ran out in turn 3.
Holy smokes.
That is insane.
Yeah, I wish... anyways, okay. Okay. We'll probably make a rule on when to pit, depending on the mandatories for the following one to avoid any further confusion. But,
I don't know. I thought for sure somebody said there was 2 mandatory. I don't know, but there's 2 mandatory pit stops in stage 3. I swear to God, I saw that text somewhere.
Mm-hmm. It is 2 mandatory pit stops.
Okay.
Yeah. So you did have to come down pit road twice for that. So I'm assuming that everybody did do that, and go from there. Oh, one second. Ed just invited me to a party.
Yeah, he just did the same for me.
Okay.
Now we are in the apparently top 3 party. As I'm joining a race right now, please know. So we're gonna fix this on my end so that way I can see the top 3. Ed, did everybody go down 2 times that last time?
Yeah, there is a mix-up where I thought pit road was at the end of pit road. I mean, the finish line was at the end of pit road, so I was gonna pit on the last lap. But it come to find out it was in the middle of it, so I kind of screwed myself there. So instead of second, I think Stu should get second, because I don't think, even if I would have pitted on time, track bars were so far back, I don't think he would have passed me. But I did come down and pit and take the 4 tires also on the last lap. But it's up to Farley on how he wants to judge that. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I'm confused as hell, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so for now we'll just leave. I'll just kind of get back to the points on that.
Yeah.
But I think for further, I guess I could have mentioned it, maybe I think 2 laps to go if there's no pitting. So, but I didn't explain to that rule, so I think we'll just make that clear for the next one for everyone.
As a very chaotic Daytona comes to another close here, as we got the top 3 in the booth. I do believe that it was Binu that finished in 3rd. Second. Okay, so you're going to take 3rd.
He goes past me. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So it's the 77 of Edtho. And of course, the scheme that's on my screen is not the scheme that you ran in the race, but we'll run with it anyway. And you had yourself actually a pretty good race for Daytona, I will say. You had a couple of times you were bouncing off the apron there, but that car held up pretty good, Ed.
Yeah, it was pretty steady, and like I said, if I ever got by myself, the thing would hold the bottom, and it was so steady on the bottom. But the cars in front of me just kind of played with my mind a little bit, and that's caused me to hit the apron a few times. But everybody was extremely fast and respectable. The car was good all night long. It's just driver area. I sped 2 different times, so yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It seemed like a good race.
Yeah, no, I mean, were those speeding penalties egregious, or was it like 1 to 2 miles an hour over?
1 to 2 over.
Oh.
What it was, I kept wanting to take the inside, and there's like a big bump on the inside. And whenever I'd hit the brakes and downshift, the back tires would lift off the ground. That's what made me speed that hard that last time. It was about 5 miles over the last time, but yeah.
Well, hey, congratulations.
The first time I did it, I should have changed my line entering pit road because of that bump, but I didn't.
Well, hey, we know now for Sonoma, and pitting's going to be a big factor there. Is that really what you're going to focus? One of the big focuses for next week?
Yeah, most definitely. That and hitting my marks on those corners, that's going to be the biggest thing with all the drivers is hitting your marks and not getting upset and overdriving the car. You overdrive the car at Sonoma, you're going to bite the dust.
All right, well, congratulations on a third place finish here at Daytona, and we will see you next week at Sonoma.
Thank you, buddy.
And now we move up to the second position, the 42 of B. New Stew. Got your ears on, buddy?
I do.
He does. The car that was in the lead for a damn good portion of today. What was it about that last pit stop, man? That last pit stop, all of a sudden, you just did not get the same fire off as you did.
Yeah, I know, man. First 2 stages went about as good as you could ask for racing, and that first stop of the 2 in stage 3, I think everybody just kind of got the speeding bug except for Rick there, and there was a couple, I guess, incidents here or there with getting on the pit road, but for the most part, Rick just had the cleaner race, and he was able to go out there and capitalize on that. I noticed after he had made his second pit stop there, he I guess had some lap cars or whatever, kind of was able to get behind those, so he was really ticking the time off of me. I knew going down pit road that last time I wouldn't have to take anything, but still it didn't make a difference. Appreciate Ed though, kind of going back and saying that he messed up, so I appreciate him doing that. And but yeah, hats off to Rick there at the end. He just had the cleaner race, and that's really what made the difference.
Yeah, and you're going to be here for the other 2 races, correct?
Oh yeah, I'm ready for Sonoma. I like Sonoma, so be looking to try to do something there.
I was going to say, if it's anything like you had today, I mean, you could put this car wherever you wanted to. I mean, what was it about the handling of this car that really you could just make the moves when you had to make them?
Yeah, I just leave it all up to the Holly Garage, over on YouTube. So whatever he put into this thing, it works, and it's out there for other people to drive as well. So I mean, everybody could have been in that thing out here, and I'm sure it would have been a better race than it already was.
Oh, no. Yeah,
it was just something. Yeah, it was a pretty good race out there, and got the pole, and I was kind of hoping I could just do the clean sweep. I got the pole both stages, and just that first pit stop in stage 3 kind of seemed like everybody just at once just kind of got bit by that black flag going down pit road. But yeah, I mean, heck of a race car, and I'd put that thing up against anybody at Daytona or Talladega.
All right, well, hey, congratulations on the 2 stage wins and a second place finish, and we will see you next week at Sonoma.
Hey, thank you, boys, for broadcasting. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sirs. Now we go to the man of the hour. I can't tell you how long, but for, I believe, your first win on the season and a great way to start your championship for about the 99 of Slick Dick Rick.
Sheesh. Let's go.
I was going to say,
Honestly,
man.
it was luck. Honestly, I mean, yeah, they all got caught speeding. I'm surprised I didn't get caught speeding, man, because I hit that same bump a couple times that Ed hit, and I didn't learn my lesson the first 2 times, but I got lucky. When I saw and when I remembered we had to pit a second time, I figured, like, might as well just get that second pit out of the way. I didn't expect those guys to wait till later in the third stage to pit. When I saw Ed that didn't pit, I was wondering what happened. Kind of figured maybe he forgot, but hey, I think I got lucky, man. Good shit. Good race to them and good finish. It was good racing all the entire race. I don't know what happened to Hollywood. I think he got wrecked and he left the lobby, and I think Shack Attack lagged out, but shit. But
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go.
it was the 19 and the 43 both lagged out. So you definitely took advantage of that moment. You seized it like crazy. What was it
Yeah, for
about
sure.
this? What is it about you right now? Because I talked about you good in the race, which subsequently is when you hit the double yellow line and then you shot up the track like 3 lanes and like lost 3 spots. So I'm like, all right, we're done talking about the 99 for a bit. But yeah, no, what is it about you right now? Like this whole playoff run that you've had has been incredible. Like you've been like I know you didn't have the start to the year that you wanted, but these last couple of weeks you've been top 5 consistently. What is it that you've been doing that's really been changing the trajectory of your season?
So honestly, man, shout out to OG Midnight Crew who's always on late night helping me practice, with my car, doing some late night runs. I always got Racer and Dak helping me out with the adjustments on, how to tweak and make the car better. That's probably about it, man. Those guys helped me out a lot, honestly, and I figured, balls to the wall these last few races and try to get consistent points, knowing that it was the old school type of style points. I figured, hey, if I can stay consistent, I'll be all right.
I was gonna say, yeah, because this is your first win on the year, and you're fighting. Even before this, you made the championship 4, so consistency is key. If it can happen in real life, it can happen here, and you are definitely a
Yeah.
testament to that. So definitely want to give you your flowers and congratulations on the win here tonight, and looking forward to Sonoma. How are you feeling about the road course portion of this round? Is that kind of like a little bit wary, kind of making you way more happy you got this one here, or?
Yeah, honestly, I'm glad I needed this win, man, because Sonoma's terrible. I hate that track. I was talking to Timmy about it, a couple nights ago, and it's not my forte, man. I hate that track, but hey, I'm glad I got the win today because next week's gonna be rough.
Well, hey, congratulations on your win, man, and we will see you next week at Sonoma. Is what is going to be a hellacious race there too.
Let's go.
And that is your championship 3. As we can't do or not your championship 3, your top 3. As we were just going to do the championship 4 all together, but I don't think 2 of them really want to talk to us right now.
Yeah, I just tried to add them to the chat, but
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be really open to chatting right now. But that will now do it for us up here in the booth, and for you guys at home that got to be a part of what was one of the craziest Daytona races I think I've seen in a minute. And we will look forward to seeing you guys next week at Sonoma for the middle race of this championship Final 4 round. And that will be next Saturday again at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We look forward to seeing you guys there. And that will do it for us here at the Phantom Racing League at Daytona. And we wish all of you a good night.